Knowing that jail overcrowding and a potential COVID-19 outbreak are big concerns, many are asking if nonviolent inmates in Davidson County should be released. Criminal court judges have already denied that request for felons. And as News Channel 5's Nick Barris tells us, General Session Court judges just denied a request to release less serious misdemeanor inmates.
Let's be clear here. No one is talking about releasing violent offenders, but Metro's public defender says clearing the jail of some of those charged with lesser crimes could help avoid a disaster.
Decisive leadership right now is required of us to avoid a public health catastrophe.
Chief Public Defender Martisha Johnson took her case to the city's General Sessions judges. She says there's now been one inmate diagnosed with COVID-19 in the Davidson County Jail. And unless something is done to ease the population behind bars, many more may follow.
We can't afford to have that here in Nashville's jails.
District Attorney Glenn Funk doesn't disagree, but he does question whether it's a good idea to simply release so many inmates, possibly hundreds, all at once.
What Ms. Johnson is asking for, though, is just a blanket release without consideration on a case-by-case basis.
Johnson did set parameters. Only nonviolent inmates charged with misdemeanors should be released, especially those with underlying health conditions or inmates held only on probation violations, and those perhaps within 60 days of release. But Judge Linda Jones did wonder about the need for more review.
So that we aren't just willy-nilly just opening the jailhouse doors and letting everyone out.
To that end, General Funk says he and the courts are already working to release inmates, but in a more controlled fashion. He says it's important to make sure no one released is potentially a threat to the public.
But the only way to do that is on a case-by-case basis.
The criminal court judges have already ruled on the motion, rejecting the proposal as it might apply to nonviolent felons. Early releases there will continue on a case-by-case basis and with the review of the judges. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Nick. Judges took the petition under advisement, but ultimately decided to deny the request.